If you want to create and sell an online coaching program, I want to give you a few hacks to really pay attention to this year. The whole idea here is to generate 5 to 6 digits in sales. Okay, so here are the opening remarks I want you to pay attention to. When you think about creating and selling an online coaching program, pay attention first to your niche because online coaching is a very competitive field. You have a lot of players, you have a lot of coaches, and you have a lot of coaches globally. So if you are somewhere in Chicago, you're somewhere in New York, don't think that your next rival is actually let's say somebody in the same city and state as you. You're probably competing with someone who is all over, like somewhere in Indonesia or somewhere in South Africa. So you have a very global market. Okay, so the thing is, when it comes to having an online coaching program, you got to have a strategy. Everything starts with a strategy, and a strategy that really understands that you have a very competitive market. You got to have a niche, but most importantly, you got to have a vision. So, what kind of value are you bringing to your prospects, to your potential clients? What is your unique selling proposition? What is your USP? That's really important. So, this trifecta will really underscore your success or failure as an online coach. Okay, so your unique selling proposal, your niche, but also the kind of the kind of target audience you're going after. Okay, one thing I want to say here is that in today's conversation, I want to explain to you why it is really important to validate an offer and find your ideal clients. So I'm speaking here about making sure that you pay attention to the psychographics of your target audience. So psychographics, I'm talking here about your the geography, the demographics, but also things like the profession of your target audience, because the profession might actually be interesting in terms of the kind of coaching offer that you have. Okay, you can also choose a profitable coaching business model. There are gazillions of coaching business models, but you want to choose one that fits your skill set, that fits your vision, but also fits your customers' pain points. And I'll be talking to you into this conversation about how to launch and scale a thriving coaching business. So, when it comes to creating and selling an online coaching program, here are the trends I want you to pay attention to. Let me first go back to online coaching 101, because it's one of those things where when you hear the terms online coaching, it can really encompass a lot of things. But you need to have a clear idea as a young, as a young, as a current coach or an aspiring coach. You got to have a clear idea about what the terms really mean. So online coaching is really when a coach offers transformative products and services over the internet, almost always including some type of virtual meeting with clients. And this can be done through video or audio calls or even messaging. Okay, so if you remember, like during COVID, online coaching was really big across the board. Okay, across the world, by the way. So online coaching has this peculiarities that come with it, in the sense that it relies primarily on technological platforms, social media, but also communication tools such as Zoom or Skype. Let me give you some of the benefits of online coaching here. So, as a coach, you can really attract more clients because you're not really limited to being in the same town or city. So you don't have to be in the same geography as your clients. And as a coach, you can provide your services from anywhere, from the comfort of your home to a coffee shop. And a coaching niche can be more viable if you are pulling from a bigger pool. For example, you might not have enough people in your town to fit your niche, because when it comes to online coaching, you are really addressing the whole world. Okay, having more niched and specialized services can create a more profitable coaching business. There is minimal investment, so as a coach, you only need good Wi-Fi and a reliable device, and you can also integrate additional content into your service by using a purpose-built coaching platform. And finally, as a coach, you can also scale the value and services you bring your clients, including different delivery forms like productized services or group coaching. So what makes a successful coaching business, you want to have a niche. That's really important. Okay, I don't care if you are somewhere in New York or you're somewhere in Abuja, Nigeria. You got to have a successful coaching. You got to have a niche. You got to have expertise. You got to have a value proposition. This is the USP, unique selling proposition. You got to have coaching skills, an acquisition channel, testimonials and reviews, right? And you got to have scale, the ability to scale. So when it comes to creating and selling an online coaching program, you got to understand that there is a dichotomy. There is a contrast that you need to be aware of when it comes to one-on-one coaching versus group coaching, okay? Because every model has its pros and cons, and it will really adapt to the specifics that you want to go after. Let me first talk about one-on-one coaching. So the biggest benefit to one-on-one coaching is that you can meet your client's needs in a focused and private setting, right? Focused and private setting. And so there is more privacy, and you can go deeper on issues than you might with group coaching. You can go deeper on those issues than you might with group coaching. Some clients prefer focused attention. They want you to be quote unquote only for them at that time, and you can spend more time with each client. Now, the downside of one-on-one coaching is that it can take up more of your time, more time spent sharing your knowledge, offering solutions, and listening. So in order for one-on-one to be cost effective, you have to charge higher rates compared to group coaching. And this business model also takes longer to scale because, again, there are not a lot of folks that are around to help you scale. What about group coaching? Well, if you're more interested in building a community and facilitating sessions with multiple clients at once, then group coaching is actually the path for you. Okay, group coaching can be really interesting in the sense that the thing is, group coaching can be in the sense that it really is flexible. This model is flexible. It can be just as effective or even more so than one-on-one coaching, especially if you have, let's say, members who all share a similar set of challenges. So what are the benefits here? It can really foster radical honesty and vulnerability. It helps people know their struggles are normal. Members help keep one another accountable because challenging members to take steps and asking how it went, and you are able to serve more members at once. So unlike one-on-one coaching, group coaching is really much easier to scale, meaning you grow your business more quickly in less time, okay? The challenge with group coaching is that you have less time with each client. Sometimes you won't get the full picture of their situation in the first few sessions. So something to really think about. If you think about creating and selling an online coaching program, here are the steps I want you to really pay attention to this year. The first thing you want to do here is that you want to find your unique value proposition. So I want to go back to your USP. Sometimes it's called USP, sometimes it's called UVP, unique value proposition or unique selling proposition, okay? And you got to find that. So while coaching involves helping others, you can start from yourself, okay? What are you bringing to the table? Let's talk about that. What are you bringing to the table? Take stock of your core competencies and ask yourself important questions. What do you do better than most people you know? What area do you have lots of experience in? What do people ask you about? Okay, what have you learned that you could help someone with? And do you need additional qualifications and certifications based on the niche that you want to go after? And the thing is, do people pay for coaching in your area of expertise? So that's really important when it comes to identifying and positioning yourself vis-a-vis your UVP, identifying your UVP and positioning yourself close to that UVP, okay? So that's the first thing. The first thing, you want to find your unique value proposition. Next, you want to identify your ideal clients. So if you are trying to create and sell an online coaching program, you got to really have a clear idea about your ideal clients. As with any business, you want to hone in on who your ideal clients are. Since you have expertise in one area, it will be difficult to appeal to everyone, right? That's okay, because that's the beauty of coaching when you think about it. There is a coach out there for every person, every type of person, okay? So let me give you a couple of examples of online coaching businesses. Helping single dads get back to the dating game, helping IT consultants get more contracts, helping millennials who are first-time bosses transition to leaders, helping CEOs craft the thought leadership on LinkedIn. So there are all specific coaching businesses with a clear, ideal clients. And that's cool. This is how you really niche down. You want to niche down. And you also want to interview potential clients. In trying to identify your ideal clients, you want to interview potential clients to see if there is interest. If you want to create and sell an online coaching program, you want to develop the coaching program itself, okay? Once you have your ideal clients in mind, you want to design the program that will get them to transform, right? It's all about having a transformative process. Coaching is a transformative process. So who will they be 1 year from now, 18 months from now, 2 years from now? Okay, because they did your coaching program. What will they have accomplished? So you want to set program goals and then lay out clear steps to help them get to those goals. It's all about having some kind of GPS. You want to have a clear itinerary to what they should be at. So your coaching program needs to involve clear steps and structure. This is very important from an accountability point of view, okay? For example, you can say launch a tech career in 6 months. That's important, okay? So if you want to do that, you can say, well, session 1 can be networking and exploring paths. Session 2, letting your first interview. Session 3, acing the interview. And session 4, salary negotiation and professional development. So that's important. Then you want to set the price, okay? If you want to create and sell an online coaching program, you want to set the price. You could actually run a masterclass on setting pricing for coaching packages. But here's a simple hack, okay? Rookie coaches look at themselves to set their pricing. They ask, how much am I worth? How much do I know? How much can I feel good about? Veteran coaches look at the clients. They ask, how much is this knowledge and transformation worth to them? How much value will they get out of this? How much do they need to pay to take this seriously? And how much can they afford? So you got to do your research. So it's me versus them, okay? A good rule of thumb here is to price your services high enough that your clients will value your work, but low enough that your ideal clients can afford you. Find the sweet spot. But this is a very different number depending on your clients. Unemployed job seekers may value a coach, but can only afford to pay a certain amount. For an executive, that same amount is probably too small. So think about the sweet spot for you. If you want to create and sell an online coaching program, you have to really choose a platform. And the platform is really important unless you have a website yourself. Even if you have a website, it's just better to choose a platform because the platform already has a built-in features and modules and capabilities that are really specifically for coaches and in some cases, online coaches. So delivering online coaching requires tech. There is no way around that. So pick a platform that makes sense for your online coaching business. So whether you want to do one-on-one coaching or build a community for group coaching, your platform should have all the features that make your online coaching business a success, okay? So at the bare minimum, you'll need a platform where you can host, let's say, scheduled video conferences. And you want to do this in a scalable manner. A good online coaching platform will also let you offer free trials, bundles, discounts, and anything else related to sales. Even if you prioritize one-on-one coaching, you want to consider building a community out of your interested clients. Okay, you might be surprised what connections emerge, and if you decide to pivot into group coaching, you'll have a ready-made audience. So look for a community platform that's really designed to make engaging easy. So features such as public forums for posting and live streaming, direct and group messaging, okay, and video hosting will be essential to kind of encourage interaction and connection amongst members. Or you can choose a platform to help you build beautiful, engaging courses. So courses are great additional resources for your clients, or they can be tied right into your coaching program. And so they allow you to have a more of an impact and can be used to scale your business. For example, offering your courses separately from your program and charging an additional fee for members to actually access them. And next, you want to build and test. So as with any business, you want to test it out before you launch it. So even if you've done in-person coaching before, it's always a good idea to test out your online coaching business on a few clients. Make sure your internet connection is good, the transformative journey you take your clients on makes sense, and you are familiar with the platform. Okay, this is where you can iron out any kinks and get feedback. So testers who have benefited from your coaching services will be happy to provide a testimonial, which you can use for marketing purposes. Next, you want to build your pipeline. So if you are trying to create and sell an online coaching program, you need to build your pipeline. Okay, so that it just means that as a coach, you may need to spend some time attracting ideal clients. And what's important here is that you need to stand out from the sea of other coaches, right? It's all about highlighting your unique selling proposition, your UVP, your unique value proposition. Remember to highlight what makes you unique by accurately describing your services and also showcasing your strengths, credentials, and experience. And you want to lead with your story. That's really powerful. Let me give you a few marketing strategies that you can implement to attract new clients this year. If you are an online coach, so use social media. Choose social media channels that make sense for your business and where your ideal client is likely to hang out the most. For example, Facebook, Twitter, now called X, LinkedIn, Instagram, and even TikTok, depending on the type of content and age of the target audience. So make sure to engage with content as well. Don't just post and expect others to like your stuff, okay? There's a lot of noise on social. Don't be surprised if you don't get an explosion of clients just from posting regularly. You want to consider ads. You want to integrate email. So email marketing can be a solid client acquisition strategy. You want to create more value, okay? And so a common marketing strategy is to create additional resources like an ebook or infographic. This strategy is actually there to establish yourself as an expert and show that you are capable of offering value. And you also want to use testimonials, okay? Think about using testimonials big time. So testimonials are powerful to back up your claims and prove your legitimacy. Next, you want to deliver and keep delivering, okay? If you are trying to really create and sell an online coaching program, you want to deliver, okay? So thanks to online marketing, many coaches have an idea that they need to make about 20 to 30K in their opening weekend to be a success. That's not true at all. Keep growing, learning, and improving. Thriving digital businesses take time to grow, just like bricks and mortar ones, okay? So it's one of those things where you have to be patient. You have to be careful. So whether you prefer coaching one-on-one or in a group, there's a lot that goes on into building, into creating, and to selling an online coaching program. So in closing remarks in today's conversation, I spoke to you about how to create and sell an online coaching program. I gave you the opening remarks, the trends, the steps, and now the closing remarks. Thank you so much. God bless you. I will see you next time. Until then, remember, stay marvelous.